Well, hello, Cancer. Welcome to your May. Sorry. Welcome to your May reading. So, we're going to jump in, of course. The first card that we have for you is Servant. Delight in serving others with free and loving heart. Okay. And the healing heart. Wow. Love, acceptance, and romance. You're in a really good spot in May, for sure. Healing relationships, listening to partners, listening to friends. I feel like you're just wanting to connect with people, and not in a needy way, in a I care about you, I want to show you how much you mean to me kind of way. I don't feel a lot of fighting coming from you. I don't feel a lot of disagreements. Very easygoing, okay? So we have rest and rejuvenation, dragonfly emergence, the loving woman, medicine bag, angel of love. Look at that. And storyteller. Easy, simple, Cancer. You're being what you want to see in the world. You want love and affection and support. That's what you're being to others. Um, I feel like you just want calm and peace in May. Very much get that. Calm, peacefulness. That's what you're trying to accomplish. Okay. Slowly but surely, if you need to, you're doing it a little at a time, just making sure that it does happen. So you're being very kind and caring. And it's interesting because you're starting to see, or you're going to see in May, the more kind and caring you are, the more people start to change, react, warp to that energy, being accepting of it. So there's less criticalness, there's less emotional, look at me, think about how I'm feeling. You're just radiating love, is what I'm seeing. And it's changing everything. Okay, let's get into your cards. All right, Cancer. Four of Cups, Two of Cups. Ten of Swords. First of all, I'm already seeing missing true, deep connections, wanting more intense, real companionship with others. Two of Wands, Four of Coins, the Tower, Queen of Cups, Six of Coins, yeah. Three of Wands. There's no way the Queen of Cups wouldn't have come out with all this loving, nurturing energy. Very much a Cancer card to me. So I'm really seeing just a change in the way you look at things in May. A change in the way you feel. Wanting to hold on to what it is you do have, pretty much with the Four of Coins in the middle. And realizing that you do that with support, with giving of yourself, with a little bit of vulnerability. Wanting deeper, real connections and nurturing those. Yeah, you're seeing either one specific relationship in your life, or just your relationships in general, or how you feel about commitment is kind of fickle right now. Um, it's like there's something missing and you're looking to fill in that blank because you want connection, you want love, you want support, you want compassion, and all of those things aren't given to you for free. Right? You have to work on them. You have to support them in some way. You have to be sort of, sorry, I'm hot, some sort of active participant in that. I'm seeing there's a lot of back and forth. So for those of you who are single, you're like, okay, there's a lot of back and forth and why relationships don't work. It's not me, it's them. Maybe I should change this. Maybe I should do that, blah, blah, blah. If for those of you who are in actual relationships, there's a lot of back and forth on it feels small and tedious no matter what side you're on. And understanding like everybody has those feelings. You got to learn how to kind of accept what is, get through it the way that you can, find a way to meet in the middle. Finding a way to build some sort of foundation or strength together with an individual in order to hold on to the love that you want, or to build the kind of love that you want in a healthy way. Yeah, so I see you nurturing your love energy or nurturing the person that you're with. I see you just taking a step to do things differently, to do things in a more vulnerable way, to be more open. Logically, you know that that's what you're going to have to do. Okay. Because I don't see you willing to let love go. I don't see you willing to leave a partner or something like that. I see you wanting to try to work things out. Because it's, you feel what you feel. You know what you know. So it feels like it's worth working out. Yeah, I see you not wanting to have questions about the future. You don't want to be in a situation where later you're like, I should have done this, or I could have done this, or things could have been different. So it's like you're taking the initiative on that in May to heal things, or to see if things can be healed, if things can be nurtured, and being vulnerable enough to allow that to happen, Listening more, giving of yourself more. 3 of Cups, Ace of Swords, King of Wands, 6 of Swords, Justice, Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Not wanting to miss out on love. Not wanting to miss something that could easily have been resolved, fixed, or compromised when it comes to matters of the heart. Because I see that you're not looking outside of yourself, or not outside of a relationship for that. Even though maybe at one time you're like, oh, maybe I'll be happier somewhere else. That's not really the truth. It was just that it feels like you weren't putting in the dedication that you really could. I'm not going to say doing the bare minimum, but there's definitely more effort, energy that you could have put into it. So something else you could have done differently is what I'm saying. So I see in May that you're taking the step to do that, even though you're not quite sure what direction to take. You're still going to try, It's like the effort is there. You may not know exactly what direction to go in. You may be a little bit confused on that, but you definitely know you want to try. And that's what you're embodying, the vulnerability of wanting to nurture this energy, wanting to give more of yourself, wanting to try, wanting to be vulnerable. I see the opportunity to really find or meet someone or connect with someone on a level, a equal playing field. Okay. Yeah, by getting through something that was hard for you to do at first. So if vulnerability was hard for you, compromise was hard for you, um, anything like that, that is sort of the work that you have to get through or deal with in order to have that. So your May is learning how to sustain a relationship through nurturing, through care, through balance. Now, this is not you giving all of yourself. There has to be a balance, as always. I feel like I don't need to say that. I feel like that is applied. But it is about trying to hold on to something that you feel has a worth to you, and the motivation that you'll have to maintain or step out to achieve that. Because you're seeing, like, if I do not do that, then I won't get what's for me. I won't be being honest with myself. I won't be being honest with my needs. So there's a learning of how to balance things, how to take initiative, how to nurture, how to care, how to be supportive, things like that in a way that is sometimes not just for you. You know, that's a sense of vulnerability and sacrifice, I like to say, in love. Sometimes we have to do that to be supportive, but also not so much that it's toxic. Okay. Yeah, I see a lot of mental back and forth between boundaries, like between what is compromising and what is overstepping boundaries. So I see a lot of you working that out and trying to find the most loving way to do it, to nurture a relationship or nurture love in your life. And I see this being a really big shift or change in your love life for the better. So it's like a step that you're making or something that you're learning about yourself, about love, about connecting with others, that's going to go with you further than just now. So it feels like an important lesson that you're learning for the future. Yeah, I see you going far. But it's a trial and error phase, okay? It's trial and error. It's not going to be overnight everything makes sense. It's a trial and error. But what's important is you have the effort to try. Okay. Okay. Mm. Yep, this is definitely about love. Look at this. For sure. Okay. Okay, we'll start with love and radiate ourselves out here. Some of you, it looks like you've been contemplating leaving someone, or someone's been contemplating leaving you. And I feel like this is just an easy way out of a situation. Like, less the work that you have to put in, it's easier to just start something anew, move on, just push it away. But that's due to the confusion of what's going on and not knowing sort of how to weed through what's happening between you two. Or in love in general, like, okay, this is too much, I'm leaving, you know. Yeah. But you're seeing, like, if you keep doing that, or if you consistently have that mindset, you'll never have that sort of long term connection and nurturing that you need in a relationship. It's like you have to build from somewhere, you have to grow. You're not going to get that from a brand new relationship, or, you know, if you don't put in that time and maintenance to build something that's strong. So it's that decision of, I am going to go all in on this, you know, because that seems to be what's right. Yeah. It's very nostalgic energy that you have in May for love, compassion. Um, you may be thinking of a parent, like you may have lost a parent, or realized how useful it was to have the nurturing of a parent or someone that cares. Very interesting. I don't know why this is coming up. And or that you didn't have it, you know, and you don't want to be like that towards your children or towards your family or towards someone that you care about. So I feel like you're just deciding to give maybe love that you didn't receive, or love that you did receive, to others. It's like changing. You want to change things around, you know, break cycles. I'm seeing. People are going to be very shocked about the change in you. Like, how can all of a sudden you be vulnerable? How all of a sudden you can hear and understand? Because you're seeing past yourself and your own needs in that way, you know? It's like someone's like, oh, my back hurts, like your partner, and you're like, this is something I've actually seen. Oh, my back hurts. And you're like, yeah, my back hurts too. And you're like, they're like, instead, you could be like, oh, I'm sorry that your back hurts. I truly do understand, because, you know, I've been working all day, but would you like me to rub your back? You know, something that simple, something that easy. Um, so I feel like you're just changing, and people are noticing that you're changing. You're not as sort of closed off and like, what about me? And that's a kind of harsh thing to say, but it feels like you're just more supportive in that way of others, because you're seeing how keeping yourself closed off or not being vulnerable doesn't share to people how much you care about them. And one small word or one small message, you know, can really change things. Okay, money and career. It looks like you've been so focused on career or something that you're doing that you've kind of blocked out the emotional other people's feelings. Um, but you're coming back from that. But that's what it looks like. It looks like in the past, you kind of not disregarded it, but just kind of like, oh, I got my own things going on. And you're seeing that that's not very helpful. But your career and money looks very good. I feel like you love what you do, or the kind of situation that you're in. You're just learning how to balance work and life. The work-life balance, really. Okay. Oh, we have impartiality and confusion together. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It just looks like something you've been having an issue with, whether you know it or not, like as far as how you're distributing your emotions to others, um, is coming to your attention just so you can work on it. Um, it's one of those things where you're like, well, it doesn't seem to be bothering me. So it doesn't come to your attention because it's not like an adversity that you have to deal with, but you're seeing it now before. It's like you're an insider of seeing it before it actually turns into something that could really be a problem. It's definitely a gift from above for sure. Okay, for you to change things. Yeah, wisdom. Helping you expand your emotions in a healthy way, your heart, your love, and your compassion. But keep in mind that wisdom, this card always gives me the vibe of sage learning, which is like you're beginning to learn, you're beginning to find stuff out, you're beginning to understand. So, yeah, beautiful. All right, Cancer, I love you. I'll see you next month, okay? Bye bye.